time. I'm gonna be honest with you, this new era of like clickbait and shit like that. And then I talk to chat, I just get like purposely added content clickbaited. It's really lame. It causes a lot of damage for no reason. It's not worth it. Like I end up having to like re-explain like everything the next day and then again and again. And it's like, dude, it's like, come on, bro. It's like, come on, brother. I gotta chat. So the term all good publicity, all publicity is good publicity. Listen, one thing you can understand, okay, is that the term all publicity is good publicity makes sense, right? But at the same time, there are different, the approach I've had in the last like maybe like 3.5 years or whatever, really is like past that. And the step past that is like, if you have like let's say a restaurant and you like people that are kind of in their 20s, it's like it has a good like vibe and it's fun and like working there and talking to the people or whatever, right? It's just a good vibe to work there because you own the business or whatever, right? And then now you're all of a sudden some ad you didn't want plays at night for the old people. Okay, and then after that, you get more customers, but it's mostly just old, like retired grandpas, right? And it's like, yeah, it's cool. You get more business, so the business make more money, right? But every day you interact with like old people, and you enjoy it less, and it makes your daily like activity not as fun. That's kind of how I see people say for the stream, right? A lot of times, like drama viewers and shit like that are like coming from nowhere. From fucking like bullshit fucking like drama alert or some shit like that or fucking whatever, like, or TikTok, they're really like it dilutes the experience. People are really shit. Like they're just so fucking terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like it just makes the stream just not as fun. So I don't really give a fuck. And I realized that watching TikToks doesn't make TikToks. This sounds really dumb to say. Watching TikToks doesn't make TikToks. I don't breed new TikTok viewers by watching it somehow. So I know it's not as bad. It's not even close to being bad. Compared to like being like a TikTok reposter of my own shit and like having a lot of like this like absolutely unhinged fucking TikTok viewers. Like a lot of streamers have, and I think it's just really lame. I really hate it. I think it's complete garbage. I'm out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. TikTok will not be banned in the US. It's crazy that, like time and time again, people completely forget how the world runs. Like, the world runs on fucking money. It will not get banned. Every problem that you think TikTok causes or has is somehow worse in Instagram Reels. The narrative is fucking brain dead. So by density, it's not as high because there's less people that watch Reels, right? But you're doing the same thing as when I go after Pirate Bay. Like, the concept of a torrent and how people share it and consume it can't be destroyed. The same way that brain rot on a vertical screen for algorithms that target you and your fucking brain rot fucking brain cells can't be removed anymore. It'll be one app or the other or the other. It's just what it is. It's always about taxes or money or control. Oh my God, I cannot believe that China gets my information. No way, dude. It's not fair because we should be getting your information and we should be selling it to them. How dare you sell information to China? We're the ones who are supposed to sell it instead. This is cringe. Like, you're just stupid. You act like your information is safer in somebody else's hands. Like, honestly, man, I'm just gonna say this is a terrible take. I'd rather China have my info than the United States. I said it. I said it. Hey, if you asked me, would you like the US to have my info or China? Bro, I'm giving that shit to China instantly. I don't give no fuck. God. I do not care. What the fuck are they gonna do? Serve me better ads? Give me a more tailored experience that gives me more of what I want because of the things that I show and want? Oh no, don't do that. Here's another bad take. Here's another bad take. Ready? Here's another bad take. I always thought about this. Let's hear people say the United States like spies on people, right? Has that info ever been used like maliciously in the past or breached somebody's privacy before or not? Has it? How many? Really? I always think even in a world where they knew everything about me, which they do, I could probably be doing crimes, right? That shit would never hold up in court, ever. And I don't think it, to my knowledge, it has against people. So like, unless you're like trafficking like 60,000 tons of cocaine on a daily, I don't think it does shit for you. I don't think it's that big of a problem, really. Is it a problem? Oh, my chat broke. I'm asking. No, I always wondered this. I always wondered. I don't really think I think that what you lose is actually zero compared to what you gain without knowing it. And I feel like maybe I'm wrong about this again. This might sound like a fucking government shill take, but here's the take that I think I have. Maybe it's uneducated. I feel like the world and the systems around are doing a lot of things that clutch and keep me safer all the time on a different levels everywhere, and it's doing really good. Yet I go like, oh my god, dude, I cannot believe that my information is possibly out there. I cannot believe this. Without underlining all the things that it's like saving me from. But maybe I'm wrong. Like, let's say, you know, all the fucking, oh my god, no way, dude, like, I don't know. Take, for example, something like more controls at the airport, right? Where, like, now, like, security is really tight, right? It's really fucking annoying. Like, how tight security is at the airport, right? Actually. But then I think, do I think that if things were not as tight like before, like way back, do you think we would have had more incidents or whatever? Right? You think about that? And I think, you know what? If every time I take the airport, which is let's say 8 times in this amount of years, 8 times, whatever, I probably lost like 4 extra minutes every time. It's about an hour total in my entire life or some shit, or like in the past 10 years. Do you think it's a worth investment while these systems prevent something really bad from happening? I feel like at the end of the day, yeah, it makes me mad when I think about it. But then I'm like, you know what? When I really think about it, I'm like, okay, fine. I think that's fine. And I think there's a lot of stuff that does that for you. But all you see is the immediate thought of like, oh, I'm losing this. Fuck, this is so stupid. But I mean, you really think about it, and you're like, damn, dude, maybe this shit actually saves me all the time. One thing at Saver doesn't get the same reach. You're something looks garbage. Freedom of speech. Okay, so I think now that I watch a lot of the internet, and I watch a lot of videos on the internet, I feel like a big amount of people on the okay, let me rephrase this. I think a massive part of Canada and United States, whatever, are missing really small parts of information that takes minutes to obtain and would make them 20 times as smart as they currently are. I think if the general population took like 30 minutes out of the next 10 years of their lives just knowing basic information, they would be so much more useful to society. It would be ridiculous. When people say, dude, freedom of speech, ha 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 ha. It's sad the United States educates people on what is freedom of speech, but they don't educate them that freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom to do call to action to violence. Like, you can say, oh, freedom of speech, guys. I can say whatever the fuck I want, ha ha ha. Oh, guys, also, go fucking throw bricks at this guy's face immediately. It's like, dude, it's not how that works. Freedom of speech. Dude, like, you can't do that. Like, those are in conflict. You understand? But the majority of people don't understand that. It's not just like 5%, 10%. It's like the actual majority. Or close to it. People are very stupid. The fuck? I'm evolving. I just thought. Sometimes I look around me and I think, like, if people understood some very mildly or some very mild just concepts or some, they would get it. Like, I think it's fucking crazy. Like, the shit on the internet I've been reading lately is ridiculous. Bro, especially lately, dude, with the fucking, like, the whole, like, George Not Found thing, I realized, like, oh my god, I think people are ill. Like, on God, I think people are ill. The way they speak, like, is just, I don't even know where they live. And even though it's chronically online takes, right? The online portion of things has become so massive that you're gonna have, you know, it's like a piece of paper, right? Real world folds onto online. Now we have online people that act in some way, and I think it's about to fold on itself again, because now online is so big, it's gonna impact real world. Do you think I'm right about this or not? Where, like, dumb fucking behavior was in real life was pretty small, then it folds onto that people do that online, and it grows like massive, and now it's become so big it's about to swing the other way around. Boom! Well, it's so insane because, I mean, TikTok, the whole thing is so incredibly massive that it's about to swing the other way around. Like, people are fucking ill. What the fuck? Average outro.
Emperor Palpatine was a little-known senator from Naboo, small planet. He finances terrorists to attack the planet. And then he plays victim and says that the pacifist republic isn't doing enough to help him with the terrorist invasion, the Trade Federation invasion.
I don't think anybody's censored. You want me to give you a hot take? I think we're coming into an age, genuinely this, but I'm not even kidding about this, okay? This is my actual take. I think we're coming to an age where people, under the guise of saying, we don't want things to be censored or whatever, are really just trying to censor a different opinion. Like, it's like, oh, dude, yeah, generally, people, they're just trying to censor that. These are just a different opinion. I think that's ridiculous. It's always your brain dead, fuck you, go die. It's always you're fucking brain dead, idiot, moron. I can't believe you. Nobody takes the time to think, okay, this person is thinking about something and he doesn't have it right. Well, I don't think he has it right. Here's why you're wrong, perhaps. And here's my point of view. Oh, now it's you're brain dead, fuck you, die. Deplatform, fuck you, I'm gonna throw some rocks at your house, burn your car down. Okay, cool, I guess. Bro, it's not just Twitter. Brother, I encourage you to go watch some of the comments on the fucking videos of the George Not Found thing. That thing is a fucking mind-boggling, okay? It is, bro. It has millions of views. It has hundreds of thousands of likes per fucking thing. It's gigantic and it's legitimate brain rot. Brother, it's illness in a box, dude. The comments are not reasonable. Okay. This comes from the bottom of my heart, and I really hope that you don't get this the wrong way, because this matters to me. Okay? If you find somebody that you are in good standings with at a certain time, and you're okay with them, whatever, and you're okay with a behavior or something that happens, and all of the things that you do, right, align with that, the fact that it's something that you're okay with, down the line, weeks or months later, because this person isn't as liked or their perception changes from others, you can't change what happened or the way you felt about it at the time and regurgitate it in a new way because of how things are right now. That's the stupidest fucking brain dead shit of all time. And it's been happening left and right, and I'm just so tired of it, dude. You can change your opinions. Yeah? Let's say, oh man, this person, dude, like, fuck, man. I thought they were nice, but now people say that they're a fuckhead, and they're showing me, yeah, they're a fuckhead, right? I cannot believe it, dude. Like, fuck, I kissed that guy. Fuck. Like, now it's the full swap-a-roni. Now it's full swap. It's not just one time. It's been happening all the time. I could name like five examples. Off the top of my head. I'm not gonna throw everybody in the same pot. Like, I'm not gonna do it. It's not a bad example. Well, okay, here's the way I see it, okay? If I meet with somebody that I like, or I think I like them, or I don't really know them that much, right? I met with some girl, okay? And then I kiss them, right? And it's all fine, whatever. And the next day it's like, okay, yeah, like we don't, whatever, just ends there, moving on with my life, whatever, right? Fine. It was okay, whatever, moving on. But then down the line, let's say this person is like, people are like, this guy is a fucker. Like, oh, here's what he does. And then his image tanks. And I'm like, you know what, fuck, man. Oh, man. Dude, I can't believe I kissed him, man. And I go, fuck it. Yo, fuck this shit. Dude, that was weird. That day, like, he did all that, or she did all that, right? And it's like recreating the whole thing. I think that's weird. I think that's odd. I'm bad at articulating, I know. Well, it's evil for sure. Let's do some comments. Twitter nerd expecting to pull out a legal document on his phone and send it on the spot. How am I going to be signing NDAs? Because that's just not... Okay, so... Let me tell you this. I'll tell you something very important, okay? This is something very, 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 very important. Okay? Genuinely. On the one hand, I want to be like red-pilled Andy. Oh, dude, like, people will lie about you, blah, 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 blah. I wish I could be that. But in all seriousness, I can't be that. On this, I'm going to be more in the middle. Okay? And I'm going to tell you how it actually is. Genuinely. For somebody like me, I guess I have all the reason to worry about ill-intentioned people that would say lies or things that aren't true that happened, right? But from my own experience, I'll be honest with you, this goes out to all the, I guess, males out there. You don't have to, if you're not somebody who's a fuckhead, if you don't do things that are weird, if you don't breach limits, and you do your shit right, you never have to worry about any of that shit. If you're somebody who just does your shit correctly, don't be like, oh dude, I gotta worry about this. Don't. You have nothing to worry about, generally. And that even comes with somebody in my shoes. Okay? Because the reality is, if you're really afraid that on the scale of bad, that you're gonna be, let's say, outed for, like, let's say the scale of bad, right? This is neutral, this is good, this is bad. On the scale of bad, if you're really, really afraid of being exposed for this, there's a chance you're like, you do stuff legitimately that's like here or like there. Trust me, if you do things that are always never past neutral, ever, you never have to worry about anything coming out on this end that'll be bad at all. You just don't. That's my perspective, and I'm telling you, here's what it is. Yes, people can try it. Yes, people can do dumb shit. In reality, in the real world, the truth prevails one way or another. That's just kind of how it goes. Don't be a fucker. You won't have to deal with fucking shit. Did George Napoleon though is guilty? I'm not. I'm not gonna entertain that comment. That's stupid. I generally think that comment was not very well thought out, so I'm not going to give you a well thought out answer. Yeah, this happens and it's really fucking stupid. It's really fucking dumb. Who's in the right? Okay. In that situation, nobody's in the right. Well, let me tell you why. Because it's a lose-lose. Nobody is right. The way things are being done, the things that were done, things that were conducted, the way that things are coming out, the way that it's the methods, the goals, the incentive, it's all bad. All that bad. I don't give a fuck. Would be that is my genuine take. Everything is bad about it. That's what I think. The problem is not that this person in this scenario. We could go back and talk about that. From my position of the info I have about it, I look into it a lot. Right? It's not the fact that this person was of age. Is that this person drank. I didn't even talk to anybody. I haven't talked to fucking George or Dream in forever. There generally is a. It's why I say it's all bad. If you want to know why, I'll tell you what it is. You could never catch me at a fucking party where there's people that are under 21, where there's in a country or anywhere. Fuck this shit. I don't give a fuck. If I'm at a party and there's somebody who's in 21, bro, I just don't want to be there. That party fucking sucks. I'm telling you, that party can fucking suck me dry and siphon my juice. I don't give a fuck. People of that age do not entertain me, interest me. They're not. It's just a personal choice that goes above all the rest, which is already a lot. It's even a bigger cushion of what, because it's just like, I don't do none of that shit, right? So it's why if I'm gonna say one like word that's like bad against some of these guys at that spot, is that, dude, is like, come on, bro, like, really, dude. All these people out there, I know who they hang out with. I know what kind of friends they have. I know the opportunities that they have romantically. I know all their shit. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking. I know they have a bunch of opportunities with a bunch of girls out there that are really hot, that are above 21, 22, whatever. But why the fuck are you even hanging out with like this with the motherfuckers? Why? It's like, come on, bro. You know better. It's not doing trouble. It's asking for trouble. Now, this is important. Please hear my wording. It's not doing trouble. It's asking for trouble. And the words are very important here, I think. I'm elaborating about this. Is that if some things go sideways or whatever, things could go bad. I don't even want to be near that fucking time bomb. Okay? If I'm in a fucking spot, it's a mega party, there's a blood. Let's say there's like, let's say you're at a party, there's like dozens of people, right? And like, there's a bunch of like you think underage people over here, right? And it's like, whatever. Like, what happens if they decide like, oh fuck it, we're gonna be wild and they're gonna go drink or some shit like that? Now, holy fuck, hold on. Now the whole thing goes sideways, upside down, and things get really like it's not a distance close to danger I want to be close to. Does that make sense? It's not like it's too close to danger. So why risk it? It's just stupid. My take on Leonardo DiCaprio will never change. Leo is older, and it's you know what? You can view it in certain ways, okay? But the thing that you might not understand is that somebody can have in his pocket the biggest gun of all time. Until he shoots that gun, he's not a shooter. Does that make sense? Somebody might be carrying the biggest gun in his pocket of all time on his holster. Until a bullet isn't fired, that person is not a shooter. Flat out. Do you understand how that works? So, in this example, for you, the dynamic of somebody being older, it would be a power dynamic. Now, let's do a parallel with another power dynamic. Let's say it's somebody that's very rich with somebody who's very poor, right? That could also be a massive power dynamic, right? And we see that happen a lot in society with prostitution. So unless you're with somebody that's very poor and have a lot of money, unless you, even though in this example, you have a lot of money and have absolutely none, right? That's the dynamic, the power dynamic that you would explain with age of something having a lot of experience, being way older, with somebody who's like an adult, like 20. Somebody's 20, somebody's 21, and they're dating somebody who's like 50. Now that's a power dynamic, right? Because 20, 50. But until somebody really materializes that dynamic or that power dynamic, it's not usually a problem, right? So if you have a lot of money, let's say you have 10 mil, and you have somebody who's in debt, right? Unless you go, hey girl, listen, today we're on a date. I mean, shit. I don't need the money. I'll give you 10K, and then you do this. That's fucking weird, right? Because now you're using a power dynamic to get what you want, and now you're creating a problem. Now that behavior is problematic. So if somebody's like 40, dating a 22-year-old, unless he's using his experience, unless he's using what his age gives him against and leverages that against somebody who's a bit younger, right? It's not a problem. And you would expect somebody who has been doing that a lot, that it was never brought up as a problem, you could give them the benefit of the doubt or the leeway that, you know what, this person isn't problematic in their handling of that power dynamic. Do we agree with this or not? It's why I personally, when I'm on stream, when I let's say I'm on the app Monkey, right? And somebody's like younger, like 15. People say, skip, yeah, skip, it's weird. No, it's not. Because it's the same thing as in the real world. You see somebody at the fucking, you're walking around the park, it says, hey, yo, dumbass, whatever. You can interact in a way with them that isn't a problem. You can conversate with them in a way that doesn't make you go to jail unless you're somebody to be jailed that does crimes that make you jailed. Unless you do things that do that, you are not that. So what are you worried about? And it feels like if you're worried about something, well, I mean, you have something to worry about. And a lot of times, I hate to say it, the people that worry about other people doing things generally are projecting what they would do in that same dynamic. And I think it says a lot more about them than it says about the others they're talking about. So by saying, yo, dude, this guy, oh my God, older, weird, they, in my opinion, they're literally saying, yo, dude, if I was this guy, I would do weird shit, so like that's weird. You're just projecting it. Because nobody's thinking that. You're doing that shit. Nobody's having these thoughts and these little things. You are the one that is not only bringing them up, you are also, you're making that into existence. Weird as shit. So weird. And then you can understand that in life, power dynamics are fucking everywhere. All the time. They, on multiple angles, in multiple ways, whether it's from fucking money, heritage, where you live, power, fucking influence, fucking hierarchy at the workplace, whatever the fuck you want to call it, dude. There are so many. But until you use that dynamic against somebody, until you show you're a fuckhead, it's usually fine. Like, I used to have a public fucking, I tell you guys this all the time. I used to have a public Snapchat. And I tell everybody, I'll always interact in a way that's whatever. I'll always just say hello, whatever. Okay? And I used to answer snaps like 50 a day at random. And so it would say, yo, what up? And I'd say, sup, dude? And there's a bunch of people that leaked a bunch of replies, whatever. And it's fine. It's just nice, you know? If it was for me to be like, like talk to fucking randoms and just say hello to people that watch him or whatever, right? And I reply to anybody. Doesn't mean that, oh my god, dude, like, dude, that's weird. This person was 15, dude. Oh my god. They said, yo, what up? I said, yo, what's up, bitch ass? Okay, what about it? Like, there's nothing weird about that. If you think that there is, and if you're gonna make something weird, you're a weirdo. It's just like, that's just what it is. What else? That's about it. That's where I'm at now. Yeah, I'm out. I'm going to bed. It's fucking almost 4 a.m. I think it's insane. I think it's insane. I think the world is ill. It is what it is. I'm also ill, so fuck it, I guess. We'll see when I get there. I mean, I am ill. I mean, I eat like a goblin. I step at night. I do fucking, I do dumb shit. I fucking, I mean, I jerk off too much. I stay up. I fucking, I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. Like, I try to keep the illness in a way that affects nobody around me. You know. Usually that, I try to be reasonable. And I try to be the, inflict myself only with all the possible drawback from being a degen, and I don't let it go on other people. But that's not something that a lot of people, I think, agree with. Sometimes I see it in out there. It's not. I think Jake's gonna win. I haven't had night terrors in fucking weeks. I only woke up abruptly and was kind of scared, uh, like 5 days ago, because I didn't sleep for like fucking like 40 hours. But I think that's bound to happen when I do that. Pretty good. Because he's surrounded by yes man, because your wealth, not. I don't know what that even mean. Unless somebody benefits from me having money, right? Or have a plan to do so. Like having actual friends that they don't have to yes men, right? Like they don't get anything out of that. You know? Yeah, today I had a live stream for like 5 minutes, and I did feedback for clothing and stuff like that. We'll have like a pants and a little beanie hat, which I think is really nice, and different textures for shirts instead of just cotton. I mean, probably just different types of textures and techniques and whatnot. And some stuff. And some women stuff. What about? But yeah, we have drop number 3. We'll have the durags and the shiesties or whatever. Do not worry, my brother. I got you, man. All right, bye. Cuh. I got you, player. Foo, homie. But God did.